US Senate Democrats weigh options on funding bill amid shutdown threat. With her potential government shutdown looming on the horizon, US Senate Democrats found themselves in a strategic quandary on Wednesday, grappling with whether to endorse a stopgap funding bill passed by the Republican controlled House of Representatives or to resist the measure at the risk of halting federal operations. The Republican Party, which holds a narrow 53 to 47 majority in the Senate, requires bipartisan cooperation to surpass the chamber's 60 vote threshold for most legislative measures. While the bill could be put to a vote as early as Wednesday, uncertainty lingers over how Democrats will respond. While Democrats have historically criticized Republicans for leveraging shutdown threats as a political tool, the tables have turned. Now, Republicans are seizing the opportunity to pin responsibility on their Democratic counterparts. While Senate Republicans are working diligently to prevent a government shutdown, the decision ultimately rests in the hand of Senate Democrat, remarked Senate Majority Leader John Thune on South Dakota on X. Will they keep the government running or will they turn out the lights? The House's approval of the funding measures on Tuesday was followed by an intense closed door meeting among Senate Democrats. The prolonged discussion centered on the risks of blocking the bill and subsequently facing Republican accusation of shutting down government agencies essential to public welfare. Should Congress fail to take decisive action, federal funding will lapse at midnight on Friday, jeopardizing crucial services. Agencies overseeing Veterans Affairs, law enforcement, medical research, education, and air traffic control would be among those impacted. Efforts to find compromise have been met with the resistance. House Republicans dismissed a bipartisan proposal to extend funding for an additional 30 days, which would have provided lawmakers with more time to finalize comprehensive appropriation bills. Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut suggested an alternative approach, proposing an open amendment process to allow Senate Democrats to introduce modification to the bill. However, whether such an initiative could gain traction remains uncertain. As the clock ticks toward the Friday deadline, the Senate remains at an impasse. The decision before Democratic lawmakers is fraught with political and economic ramification. Either accept an unsatisfactory funding bill to avert immediate chaos or risk a shutdown that could disrupt millions of lives while shouldering the blame. Regardless of the outcome, the recurring standoffs of government funding underscore a broader dysfunction within the US legislative system, one that continues to erode public confidence and international credibility.